Hi guys, it is Carol from Lily Rose Blue, and I have the usual suspects with me. I have Arnold, Astrid, Amber. Sorry, Amber. Amber was beginning a little ornery there for a second. And we have Asa, Angel, who was also being rude, and Adam. So here's my story. Well, as you can tell, first of all, I still have a lot of work to do to clean off my desk. I know I've said this 15,000 times, but my room has really reached its capacity. I have a couple of ideas of a few things to do, but it's a problem. It's a problem. So, the reason that I am on air, as they say, doing this video, is that, well, as you saw, I was having some technical difficulties with it's really my phone, the camera on my phone. And things were blurry, all of that. I went to go retrieve the videos that I had filmed about what I sent to my Secret Santa, which was Sandy Woolamina. Two of them were just gone. I have honestly no clue what happened there. And the one that was remaining was pretty blurry. I mean, like, sorry. Let's see here. I don't think you can see well enough, though. Sorry. It's that time of day when, yeah. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah, it was really so blurry that, and even my voice was distorted a little bit. So I honestly just deleted it. It really wasn't publishable in my opinion. So then I chatted with Carol at the Crinkled Path and said, okay, what should I do? And she said, just get on, do a video, talk about what you learned about Sandy Woolamina and a little bit about what you sent. So I'm going to try to do that. And also, Sandy, I don't think I really explained some of the things that I sent either. I don't know why I didn't think about including that with the last package. So, as I'm talking, you can look at this beautiful Simple Stories sticker book that I got for my Secret Santa work. This is the alphabets that I use to write I Saw Three Ships. I used most of that sticker page and a lot of that one. Some of that one. None of that, I guess. I don't know that so those are more like tabs. Nothing of that. Where's the sheet? Oh, that's super cute. Oh, I think I already threw it away. So there were also a couple of sheets that were long and narrow. And that is what I used tissue paper to wrap the last gift. I put a sticker, usually like with words, on top of the, to kind of seal the package, so to speak. And then I put each of those tissue paper wrapped, and they were quasi wrapped. They were just folded over. I didn't literally wrap them. And then I put those into the red and green bags that I had purchased. and put that in the big bag. And I had also either cut out on the Cricut or punched with a paper punch snowflakes, and I purposefully had them loose in the package like confetti. I don't know that you could really, I mean, you could see them laying on Sandy's desk, but I don't think you could tell that they were just in there loose. I will also tell you that I have found snowflakes on my craft room floor, and I even found one in my bathroom, the main bathroom. So I'm guessing it was stuck to my clothing. And then when I went in to use the restroom, it fell off, and there you go. So, yes, so I used this. So in Sandy's survey that she filled out, she said she liked vintage Christmas, snowmen, winter scenes, and more neutral colors. So in the second package I sent her, it was also a simple stories paper pad about this size, and I think there were some, I believe, die cuts. I don't think they were stickers. I think they were die cuts. And it was a very neutral, like winter, what I'm going to call winter blue and khaki color, really, was the color base of that. I thought it was beautiful. And have since thought, maybe I should get some of that for myself, because I really did like it. I also included in that second package a tag that I had made. And I know I'm talking all over the place. And the first package was the 3 tags, where I had collaged on a master board and just added some stickers from this book and some piece of doily that had been either tea dyed or coffee dyed. And I had cut that up and added that to it too. And then I had gone to get ribbon that matched. And that's really all I did for the first package, was just those 3 tags. Oh, the other thing that I included in the second package was, and again, I thought this was really pretty, khaki colored ribbon with silver stars. Like, I can't remember if they were actually true metal pieces or if it just looked like that. I've kind of forgotten. And then, as I said, third package was in this big white padded envelope, and it had several gift bags with handles. I left it intact. I put stickers from this book on the outside of those bags. Then inside those bags were the tissue wrapped packages. There were vintage Christmas, like journal card size things. There were there were stickers, vintage stickers. There was acrylic stamp set about snowmen. I cut out some almost primitive, more than even vintage snowmen. I just printed them on white, or cut them out on white paper, thinking, and I debated about this, but I thought that way Sandy could decorate it as she so chose, or not decorate it at all, because I think just plain white would be fine too. So I cut those out, and I cut those out at different height. What else was in there? Oh my gosh, I'm losing Oh, there was a bag that said I saw three ships, which is an English Christmas tune. And I had taken my business reply envelopes, like something like this. I think most of them, though, had windows in them, and had cut them, decorated them, and I had printed out the lyrics to I Saw Three Ships, and cut that apart and put the different verses of the song on those envelopes that I decorated. And I chose that because Sandy likes ships. So that was it wasn't a theme, and it wasn't anything on her survey she filled out, but it was something I knew about her. So I did that. Oh, and I had through thrifting, I had found some wrapping paper that had ships on it, so I had put that in there too. Also in there were, again, from that masterboard that I used for the tags for the first gift, I cut that apart, kind of tall and skinny, and stamped. Just used Christmas stamps and stamped on there. I didn't punch a hole. I didn't put ribbon in it. And I did that on purpose because, again, I thought Sandy could choose to use that however she wanted. It could be a belly band, you name it. So I didn't want to reduce the flexibility of it. I will say I stamped like 3, images on those. I wished I would have smushed them together a little bit more to leave more room at the top in case she would have wanted to punch a hole, make it into a tag, and add a ribbon. But, things you learn. I think that's really it. I had to improvise and use an ampersand for the last S because I had used all the S's. What else do I want to say? I don't know if there is anything else I want to say, really. I will use the rest of these stickers for Christmas projects. There's some beautiful things in here. Like, all of that is very pretty, I think. I really enjoy this brand, Simple Stories. I just think they do a good job with what they do. And with that, I kind of feel like winter's going to be here before we know it. So I will talk a little bit. I grew up in town, but it was still a very rural area. And the town was, 350 people, and Main Street was 2 blocks long, right? So take it for what it's worth. So there were a lot of salt of the earth people, a ton of farmers. Even people who weren't farmers often had gardens. So, I learned a lot from people, including my parents, about watching and paying attention to nature, right? So I will tell you, I've not seen any caterpillars yet, but the last week of July, I noticed that the Rose of Sharon's were blooming. Here, anyway, I don't know about other parts of the country, but they usually don't bloom until August here. And that has always been a harbinger of fall to me, or a clue to me, hey, school's going to start in a week or two, right? So they did bloom almost 3 weeks earlier than what they usually do here. The other thing I've noticed is I have seen 2 trees in our neighborhood that are starting to turn. And this was the end of July. I know it's early August now. In fact, today's August 3rd. Happy birthday to our niece Amy. She doesn't watch my channel, but we can say happy birthday to her anyway. So yeah, I think fall is coming. I think we are going to have an early fall. We'll see what fall is like. We'll see what winter is like. But yeah, so my oldest granddaughter has 20 days till her first day of school. And I know there are a lot of kids across the country that are already back in school. A lot of places start the first part of August or last part of July for various reasons. And then the other two grandkids start, like 4 days later. So, yeah, before we know it, school's going to start. We're going to be back to that I was going to say the old grind, and maybe it's not a grind, but a different kind of schedule. For us here, the oldest granddaughter has chosen to not yet drive to school. She doesn't really have a vehicle yet either, so she'll still be taking the bus, which means that she'll be here at 7:30, 7:20, 7:30 in the morning, and will come here after school. She usually gets here about 4:30. I'm not sure how soon they're going to start work on the play for the fall, which is actually the first weekend in December, but they call it the fall play. I think I've mentioned this, the fall or spring, and I don't remember which one's which. One is The Sound of Music, which I am so looking forward to. I love that movie too. I may not love it as much as Meg at Chasing Retro, but I love that movie. And interestingly enough, that's a movie that the oldest granddaughter and I have watched together probably 3 or 4 times. So, and one of the first songs she sang was the Doe, a deer, a female deer song. It's just fun, the things you remember. And then, depending on, again, I don't know which is which, the other play they're going to do is Chicago. And I think I said on this channel before, I'm not sure how they're going to do Chicago in the high school setting, but I'm sure it is specifically written for high school kids, because the real Chicago can be a little, probably not school appropriate. We'll just say that. So, I'm going to come right back. The wonderful thing about having Sandy as my secret Santa is, number one, I knew her, right? I knew her pretty well. But I just knew she would like whatever I sent, because that's just who she is, right? That's just who she is. Not that the rest of you wouldn't have liked what I sent. I'm not saying that. If you know Sandy, you understand what I'm trying to articulate here. And I also would say I'm so thankful to have found some new junk journaling friends through hashtag Christmas in July Swap 2024. I, like many, was kind of sad to see that it was over. I have some ideas of what I would do differently next year. This was my first year of doing it. So it's almost like, oh shoot, could we do something again in a few months just so I could test my theories? But no, it's a lot. It's a lot. But thank you for letting me participate. Sandy, thank you for being so gracious. Dolores, My gosh, you were so generous. And I am just so thankful. Just so thankful. And, I already said on a previous video that, my husband was just in awe as well. So thank you again. And with that, you guys, I've rambled on quite long enough. Please take care, stay safe, have some fun. I'm going to add stay cool because it is hot in a lot of the parts of the country and Canada as well. Thoughts to Canada and the Northwest for the forest fires that are happening now, too. Um, and, last but never least, I just want to say bless you all. God bless you. Thank you. Bye bye.